Eddie Gray on stuff. Whooshy gives a proper reaction.
And now for something completely different.
Following footage contains themes that some people may find distressing. I guarantee I'm one of those people. This is going to be like horror or something, isn't it? Viewer discretion. Well, I understood that. But there's some points where he sounds like Ollie. There's some points where, I mean, I shouldn't say that, because if this is what they used to do, then, you know, fair enough. I've not heard that. I've never heard that. It sounds like Gollum is under serious duress and pressure. There's no CCs either. Let's just check the... Oh, the lyrics are actually in the description. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. You know? I even wore... This is... You know, weirdly, this sort of music is the sort of music that it looks like this baby actually listens to. Shouts out to Bring Me the Horizon for giving me this merch. I don't think that they had me as a fan in mind. You know, I'm from a rap and hip-hop background. I don't think that they ever thought, oh, Kool-Aid, that'll wrangle a rap fan in. But it did. I don't know about this, though. You know, maybe if I can follow along with the lyrics, perhaps. But... so far, this is a lot. This is a lot. Bev, you were born to suffer, you were bred to bleed, scraped from your mother's womb. Scraped, you know? Scraped. I mean, you know, viewer discretion is advised. It's just an eye leaking blood. Who hasn't seen that, you know? Meat for the machine, fat on milk and honey, lulled by a gilded lie, we are becoming dehumanized. Okay. I like the subject matter. I wish that I could understand it off top, but I suppose that it doesn't really matter because the poetry is still there. You know, the how it's being said is less important than what's being said. At least most times to me, anyway, you know. This is going to take some getting used to.
For empathy and seriously.
Fucking hell, man. From this, I'm going to guess that this video, that all of this was back in the day. This is perhaps the album that he's bringing out is something from back in the day, remastered. You know, so even the video has been remastered. Perhaps even the video has been remastered, because that, especially the guitarist as well. I've seen him in an interview. The short one that. Christ almighty. You know, I don't want to be disparaging, but he looks like a cartoon pig. You know, some people have unfortunate faces. It's absolutely fine. It's 2026. Get the fuck over it. You've got that face. Live with it. Please don't ever get Botox. You look fine as a cartoon pig. But that guy, he looks very young in this. And I'm pretty sure, what's his face? Heavy bags under his eyes. What's the guy's name? Nick Nocturnal. Nick Knock. Paddywhack, give your dog a bone. What? I'm pretty sure Nick Nocturnal did an interview with Ollie Sykes recently, and he didn't have short hair. And surely he would have made this video like months ago or weeks ago if it was new. So his hair wouldn't have grown back in that time. I don't actually know. Somebody should really have explained this to me beforehand. But I am an idiot. I do rely on the comment section a hell of a lot. So please, comment section, help me out. Him! That scream! I like this bit. Bro, that little that's on Patreon. I'm doing a lot of stuff from like the 60s, 70s, 80s rock, metal. I'm doing a lot of that stuff. This is slapping like that. The bit where he was like, "Who will survive and what will be left of them? The sky is falling. There's nothing we can do." There were his regular tones, then a more screamy tone, a high pitched one, and then a more lower pitched one. There's a lot to be enjoyed about this. This feels like the same sort of stuff that Lorna Shore do. Only I couldn't really get into it with Lorna Shore. I've since listened to stuff that's a little bit more, or would be considered a little bit more heavier. I think anyway. I'm not the person to ask. I don't have like a radar of what's heavy and what's not. It just, some of it sounds fucking cool. Some of it I could do without. You know, that's just my preference. But this is all right, man. So if this is taken from the album that's coming out, that's like old stuff that maybe they've either redone or they've added bits to, I don't know. Please let me know in the comments down below, because I might actually check it out. If it's even anything a little bit like this, it's going to be hit and miss anyway, but I would check it out. No, we're going back for Little Miss Piggy riding that. I do apologise, because it's this guy over here. I do apologise, because I don't know your name. I'm sure you're an incredibly lovely person, IRL. It's just I'm not good with names anyway, so... Yo. That reminded me of what was it? Knocked Loose, Denzel Curry. Run when they say run, jump when they say jump. That reminded me of that. This is all right. When your mum leaves the house for 5 minutes. Run when they say run, jump when they say jump. Sorry, bitch, I own no problem. Oh, brilliant. And a bear trap. What's that for? Us? That's crazy. Scum of the earth. Brain dead at birth. It's not my fault. You know what I mean? Brain dead from birth. That's not my fault. Scum of the earth. Humans. Humans that have no humanity. Humans that have been dehumanized are the scum of the earth, is what he's saying. This track was actually okay. Kind of sounded like the guy from Slaughter to Prevail at the end there. Like the deeper, gruff tone. But this was good. And if you are to pay attention to the lyrics, it's, like I say, clearly talking a tale of us being dumbed down through generations. I mean, they kind of alluded to that on Kool-Aid as well. What was the other one? Was it Parasite? Parasite Eve? There's a lot of talk about people in positions of power treating those underneath them like absolute dog waste. There's a lot of that story within Bring Me the Horizon music, and if this is a new song, then so be it. But if this is an older song and they've redone it or they've done something to it, I don't know. But if this is an old song, then they've clearly been on this kind of like us against those in power kind of tip. They've clearly been on that for a very long time. So I do like the consistency that I can easily recognize something so old. If it is old, I can recognize something from back then in Kool-Aid, which is how I was introduced to them. So very, very good. Yeah, I don't know, man. Let me know which part was your favorite. Let me know anything you can about the upcoming album. And of course, as always, it's been your boy Teddy Gray on some stuff. Adios.
This definitely a sound effect for this one. Teddy, congrats on 500K subs, bro. Hey, bro. Jeez.